research presentations. All presenters were required to be Liverpool residents. The forum was well attended by the wider Liverpool school and university community and was considered to be a success in spite of repeated requests by international students for translation. And repeated insistence by native English-speaking Liverpool school faculty that we don't know what the hell they're talking about either. The forum concluded with considerable consumption of local lagers and ales, followed by an all-out brawl between supporters of Liverpool and Everton football clubs, for which police intervention was required. A good time was had by all, and plans are already underway for next year's forum. D. The Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine Administration was delighted with this year's intake of Norwegian DTM&H students, calling it like the Viking invasions, only friendlier. When asked why so many Norwegians were attending Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, an administration spokesperson claimed that it was a success of recent propaganda campaigns aimed at convincing Scandinavians that Liverpool is actually a tropical country. Olaf Lundberg Olafsson, Norwegian student spokesperson, affirmed this, saying, "Yeah, like the birds, we come south for the winter." After the DTM&H course, we go further south and sunbathe on beaches of North Wales. Liverpool school spokespeople expressed regret at the failure of this year's propaganda campaign among Swedes, who were usually more gullible than the Norwegians. Failure was attributed to the early icing in of all Swedish ports and airports, making all travel out of Sweden impossible past mid-August. The Liverpool school propaganda team in Sweden traveling overland in an attempt to reach Denmark has not been heard of since early September and is feared to have been eaten by wolves. Next, DTM&H students are reminded that all eating and drinking is forbidden in the Nuffield. We are willing to overlook the occasional cup of coffee or biscuit, but those preparing cappuccinos, fair trade or non, cooking curries and fish and chips with or without mushy peas, or eating fondue are asked to immediately cease and desist from these activities. Finally, this just in. Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine staff, faculty, and students have expressed dismay at being falsely quoted and ridiculed by a certain master's student at this year's International Night. His or her name was not released, but it was noted that he comes from a former colony called Obamaland. While the aforementioned unnamed student will be allowed to continue his studies, his chances of receiving a certificate have been likened to the chances of England winning the World Cup. Finding trypanosomes in northern Sweden, located in unresearched tropical disease in Malawi, or actually achieving the UN Millennium Goals. It is strongly recommended that he retire permanently to Recife. Thank you.